Set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180. 59, Mike to 59. Here we go, G, get off the field.
On first down, gone. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down throw, gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
4 down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game. And they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
21. 26 months. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
20. Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 50, it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
36.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Second down and goal. Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
20.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. play of the half. It's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, South! Hey, orbit! Hey, watch the slant.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Ryan, eluding the pressure right. He's got Sanu. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check. 21! No. Wait! Alert 3.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gurley again here on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flush to his right. Higbee secures it over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard scamper. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan rolling to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First and 10 at the 49.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Hey, tight down, tight down. There you go. Wait! Get out!
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Room to run inside the 40. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Here we go. 20. Check. Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Goff now to throw. A deep ball for Gurley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.